What up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. You all probably don't know this because I haven't showed it on the channel because my channel hasn't existed that long, but me personally, I love to snowboard. So I have built my own DIY holders for the snowboards, which was just some screws with rubber pieces on them. But in today's video, we're gonna be building a holder for your helmet. It can be any kind of helmet. For me, it's gonna be my skiing helmet. So stick around to see the end result, but it is gonna be a neat one. Let's get to it. Alright, so we're gonna start off by just drafting some things. We're gonna bring out my ski helmet here. So I have a size small, so it will be important to see what size you have and kind of do it per a personal helmet. But I have this piece of redwood that I would want to use. I don't know if it's going to be enough to have the piece inside and the wall mount, but I need it for the wall mount for sure. So kind of just measure out the inside here. So I don't think we need to go all the way. So let's go with 5 inches by 3, 5 by 3. So this board itself is 7 wide. So we will just mark out 3 inches. And as you can tell, it kind of gives us enough for the backboard as well. So that's really good. So 3 inches. I got 3 inches right there. And then for the backboard, kind of have to come up with some kind of an idea. Because I don't want it just to be straight. Alright, so I kind of came up with the idea. I think I'm just gonna go something like this. So I'm gonna go and mark 6 inches off here, because once we cut off this, I'm gonna cut it off with the circular saw, so it's probably gonna leave like an 1/8 inch gap. So we're gonna make sure that it's square here. So 6 inches. And then what I'm thinking is I will go 2 inches is a good measure. So we'll go 2 inches. And then I'll go 2 inches right here. Like that. So the hole will probably be somewhere right here, and this will probably be like that. So let's get drilling and cutting. Alright, so we got it kind of marked out the same way. I didn't do anything to it else. But let's get it cut. Alright, so I messed up on one cut right here. Instead of going, I forgot what I did. Oh, instead of going like this, I cut it like this because I got messed up with the 2 lines. That's what you should always make sure that you know what you're doing clearly. So now we're gonna have to mark it out a little bit differently and then recut it. Alright, so with a little bit of fine tuning, we ended up with a little bit different of a design. but in my opinion, this actually looks way better. We're gonna cut the hole first, and then we're gonna sand both of the pieces down. Alright, so I've kind of got the middle marked out. We're gonna go on this one first. Alright, I think that's enough. So we'll just get them knocked out now. I'll probably trim this up just so it's more standard, but we'll chop that out and then we'll head to the sander here. Alright, the sander's out. Let's get these sanded. So we're done with all the pieces here. So I'm probably just gonna use some caulk and fill up the holes, glue it down, because I didn't have an exact size to where it would be really snug. So it kind of has this gap. So I'll just glue it in and leave it sit, and then if you want to, you can use some paint and paint over these. Me personally, I kind of like this look, just rustic look, really unfinished, but I will probably do some kind of wood treatment on here and then just mount it on the wall. So let's get it all glued again once it dries, but at the moment just like that, and then we'll probably put in a vise or something like that. Well, it's done. It's been about 48 hours. I really had to let it sit in and glue, and then I went over and sprayed some clear coat over it to give it like this finished shiny look. Recaulked it. I didn't spray this side because it's gonna be to the wall. I don't want any of the paint maybe peeling off if you would do it at home. I'm gonna be putting it on a wall of like a little desk area, so it shouldn't have any problems with that. But I ended up going ahead and pre-drilling the holes and little, I don't know, I think it looks really good. So we can go mount it on the wall and then slap our helmet on there and see how it looks. We got it mounted up there. I ended up adding 2 screws right here just for some more extra support so that it can hold the weight of the helmet. So let's try it on there.
Oh yeah. That looks really good.